As part of President Biden's trip to Georgia, he traveled to the headquarters of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta. His visit coincided with the CDC issuing new relaxed COVID guidelines for social distancing in classrooms in an effort to get more schools reopened around the country. On Friday, the president also met his goal of getting 100 million coronavirus vaccines administered in his first 100 days in office, more than a month ahead of schedule. To date, more than 77 million Americans have received at least one dose of the vaccine, with 41 million now fully vaccinated. The pace of the vaccine rollout is also ramping up to an average of about 2.5 million a day. But health experts are warning of some hotspots potentially ticking up. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
This is a war, and you are the frontline troops.
President Biden and Vice President Harris praised CDC staffers on the same day the administration reached a key milestone ahead of schedule.
We just met my goal of administering 100 million shots before my first 100 days in office. We did it in about 60 days.
But the country's top health experts acknowledge the challenges ahead, including an uptick in new cases, partly due to the new COVID variants.
It has been detected in 50 jurisdictions in the United States and likely accounts now for about 20 to 30% of the infections in this country, and that number is growing.
A concern for some educators as the CDC issues new guidance for schools to get students back into the classroom, now recommending mass students remain just 3 feet apart instead of 6, with the exception of those in middle and high schools in areas with high COVID transmission.
We are following the science, and we have done the science, and we've seen the science to ensure that this is safe for those schools.
The studies thus far on distancing have been pretty muddled.
The American Federation of Teachers president Randy Weingarten says the union is reserving judgment for now.
Why not trust the CDC's guidance?
We have to figure out in all these schools right now, which have been set up for 6 feet physical distancing, how this is going to work.
And the updated CDC guidance says that 6 feet distancing still should be maintained between adults, that's teachers and staffers, and then adults and children, and at times when masks cannot be worn. And the CDC notes it's really up to schools in collaboration with state and local health officials to determine how to implement its considerations and to what extent. Michelle?
Natalie, thank you so much.